All right, I'm on hole number 6 of the Monster Marsh tournament. I'm in Wednesday's qualifying round of the Rookie Division. Hole number 6. What is hole number 6? Hole number 6 is hole number 5. I think this is a par 3. Is this par 3? It is a par 3. And I'm going to bring... Okay, so what I've been doing here... So you can watch some of the... Go back in this tournament and you can watch some of the other qualifying rounds for Skibby, and I give really good stuff about, like, over here. But I'm going to change my shot setup over here. So I've been using a sniper. And I want the 3 side spin, but I don't need the power, so I've been using a katana. And I probably... Katana, I think, is putting me closer towards my top red line. So I'm using a true number, and the wind seems to be somewhat decent, but I don't know yet because you got to put curl on this shot, and curl is always a problem. But if I use a guardian, I have more backspin. But I might be able to get closer to the hole so that I'm not trying to bring it so far. So I'm going to switch this up, and I'm going to try out my guardian and see what my guardian can do from this spot. And what's going to change is my sniper's 1 per ring and my guardian's 1.2. So I'm going to have to make a different wind adjustment. So I'm gonna bring that back and try this shot out and see if I can dig it closer. I'm always fairly close to the hole here, and as the week goes on I get closer, but I think I might be able to dial it in so I'm always really close if I switch clubs. And it doesn't hurt to try, because you're using all that backspin and stuff, and it's still going to be almost impossible to fatal this shot. And I'm using more backspin. The only danger is the wind adjustment. So if you get the wind adjustment wrong, you could end up in the sand. So that's why it's important to know your numbers. And if you don't know them, go look for them. So we can go look at our club. Guardian, 90% accurate. So at 100% accurate, it's 1. At 90, it's 1.2. So it's 1.2 is the maximum wind ring. All right, hole number 6. Try out a different club on it. See if a different club will give us a better shot, a better chance with the same shot. So when you come to these par 3s, you can pick any spot you want. You don't have to do it from this spot that I'm in over here. You can, if you like one of these spots over here better and you think it's better, then use that spot. But when you're going through them, you know, the thought process is going to be the same. I'm trying to dial this spot in. Your thought process is going to be the same for the one you're doing. But you can see how much closer I can get. So the deal is the ball's already got quite a bit of movement, and it's going towards the hole. So 2.7, and that's 2.4. So that's about 2 1/4 rings. And I'm not going to put any curl on it at all. I just want to see where the ball ends up. Oh, and I hit it great to the right. So what we'll be checking here is distance. And the first thing you always want to get on a hole is distance, and that distance might be just a little short, but that's pretty close. If I can be that close every time, as opposed to I was probably 3 or 4 times that farther away, if I can get that close every time, I have a much better shot of getting one of those to go in. Something may change. I may make a different wind adjustment or overdo it or underdo it, but I have a good shot, but I don't know yet until I hit it perfect. But the distance looks pretty good. I'll go back and write those numbers down on how much backspin, side spin I used. The whole goal is to try and move it, for me, and my shot setup is I want to move that target as little as I can. So sometimes you have to move it the last little bit. As long as I stay within the ring, I never want to be less than 2 rings out. You'll see me do shots sometimes where it's like I do add a little bit of curl because I always want to be at least 2 rings off of any surface. And in that case right there, because I'm putting so much stuff on it, backspin, side spin, and all that, I want to be 3 rings off of any surface. That gives me a buffer that I can make those little micro adjustments and still have a very safe shot. If I hit that shot great to the left or the right, it's still going to end up pretty close to the cup. And there's a couple holes I can think of where every time I hit it great to the right, I have a serious shot of it going in the hole, and every time I hit it perfect, it's always off. So that tells me I haven't dialed that hole in yet. But I got a shot. All right, that was hole number 6. Goal was a birdie. We got a birdie. So we gave ourselves a shot at it. Off to the next hole. All right, that was hole number 6 of the Monster Marsh Tournament and Wednesday's qualifying round of the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.